So I guess Araujo didn't like the comments that Gundogan made after Barcelona lost, and I actually don't think Gundogan said anything wrong, but Araujo said, Gundogan's words, "I rather keep for myself what I really think. I have certain values that others need to respect." And you would hope that this doesn't even cause any controversy between the two, because I think for Gundogan, he just wants to win. I think he wants to take this loser mentality out of Barcelona, and that's the right thing to do. I don't think Gundogan was trying to blame everything on Araujo. Gundogan basically said that you can't go down a man and expect to go through to the semifinals, and he's completely right. You cannot get sent off within 25 minutes of the game and expect to go through against a great opponent like PSG. Araujo was asked if he felt responsible for the loss, and he said, "No, I don't," which I'm glad that he's not completely blaming himself and being hard on himself, but I think you also need to be critical at the fact that your mistake, it did cost Barcelona a spot in the semifinals. I don't think that we should look around that. I think it's important to grow as a club, that you should be taking responsibility for that. And we saw after the game that Xavi was blaming the referee. I don't think the referee, other than the Gundogan penalty, missed anything. And to be honest, even if Barcelona would have gotten that penalty, the way that the match was going, I think Barcelona would have lost anyways, because again, they were still playing with a man down. A lot of people are saying that Gundogan just came off captaining a treble-winning team, so obviously his standards are going to be much different than players that have been at Barcelona for a couple years and just haven't won those big trophies. And Gundogan's wife posted this on Instagram after the loss, and it's basically just saying Gundogan is a hard-working player. He just wants Barcelona to improve and get back to the level that he knows Barcelona can be at, and there's nothing wrong with anything that he said, in my opinion. It reminds me of that first Clasico defeat at the beginning of the season where Barcelona, they had it in their hands to get a win against Real Madrid, and they just folded. They just let it crumble, and it was reported that some players weren't even that mad in the dressing room, and Gundogan was confused because why would you not be mad after letting a lead slip like that and losing in the last minute of the game? Araujo has been an instrumental player for Barcelona in the past couple years, so you definitely don't want him to get down on himself and put all the blame on himself, but he should be taking some responsibility for this game, to be honest. I mean, you don't want him to feel bad and lose his confidence, but, I mean, that mistake was the reason that Barcelona didn't go on and win the semifinals, in my opinion. I think this quote is pretty frustrating. Maybe they took it out of context, but I just feel like he's mad about Gundogan saying the truth. He's saying that, yes, you can't go a man down and expect to win. I mean, that's common knowledge. I think anyone was thinking that. That was the reason that Barcelona did not progress to the semifinals. So Gundogan, he said nothing wrong in his quotes. Araujo also said that his challenge was a 50-50, but no, I mean, it was a red card. Like, Barcola did dive, but you fell right into his trap. You did exactly what you're supposed to not do, which is get sent off. You would have rather score, but we all know that. Again, we don't want to just continue to talk about the same mistake, but I don't understand this beef between Araujo and Gundogan, because Gundogan, he said nothing wrong. He said what all of us were thinking, which was you just have to play better. You cannot make those silly mistakes in such a crucial moment. Araujo, I understand he's probably upset, but Gundogan said nothing wrong. For Gundogan, I just think he wants to see Barcelona get back to the level that he saw them once at, and I don't think there's anything wrong with the mentality that he's had, especially when Barcelona have had these bad defeats. He's came out and said what he thinks, and I'm glad that he's honest about that, and he's showing that he prioritizes Barcelona's future, and he wants to see them back at the very best.